So there's a recall on GM and Chevy Bolt. So once again, so GM recall once again it's Chevy Bolt. So a few years back, General Motors has recalled 142,000 Bolt in a majority possible due to fire risk. Um, I got a playlist on my channel about defective cars, and there's a lot of video. Trust me on that. So there's a lot of videos I've done when it comes to these cars being called for fire risk. I think people, I'm surprised. You know what? A lot of people should be over this at this point. There have been so many vehicles being called for fire risk. It's a shame. It's genuinely a shame. So this time around, however, just a small number of boats are being recalled, only 107, but the risk of fire is deemed higher according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. If these vehicles are charged to the full or near full cap, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration posts a recall of the Chevy Bolt EV and its large version. The EUV cover model year 2020 and 2022 that were recalled and repair previous over the same risk. Why I'm not surprised to hear that. Probably hear that at all, because that done happened before in the past. So let me go down just a little bit. So apparently the previous installed advanced diagnose software, which is supposed to detect whether or not the battery is defective, it is itself fault, which could in turn lead to a fire risk. The installation of advanced diagnose software may have failed. So you tell me the diagnosis test, the diagnosis software ain't no good, man. That's typical. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration states, as such as the high volt or battery could catch fire when charged to full or nearly full cap. Chevrolet dealer we will reinstall the software free of charge, of course, to fix the problem. Meanwhile, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration advised owners of the recalled vehicle to take steps to avoid a fire risk, including setting the target charge level feature in the vehicle to 90%, parking outside after charging, and avoiding depleting the battery to 70 miles of range to remain. Now, this is strange. These electric vehicles will be the next big thing, and look at all these problems that come with it. I mean, seriously, somebody need to, whoever came up with these electric cars, they really need to sit down and navigate what they're doing, because I've been doing videos for 3 years now talking about this stuff. And at this point, you would think at some point you would see some improvement. This stuff almost seems like at times it's getting worse. I mean, it does. So GM spokesman Kevin Kelly told the Detroit Free Press that the company is not aware of any boat having caught fire due to the issue, and this is a voluntary recall to correct the installed advanced diagnosis software from an early field action involving the vehicle. He added, the software failed to identify defective battery model that required the replacement, increasing the risk of potential vehicle fire. The GM boat owner suffered a heap of frustration, I would imagine, following the three recall of the vehicle starting in late 2020, with a total of 142,000 boat EV recall a year later. Okay, you know what? Why? Why? At this point, I gotta say, why do people in general Why are they wasting their time? Why they even waste their time buying these vehicles? I mean, that is a legitimate question at this point. Why do people in general even waste their money buying this stuff at this point? It's like, come on. Those recall involve model year 2017 going through the model year 2022. But unlike this latest recall, those recall were due to a bad defect that could start a fire within 18 volts catching a fire while parking. GM confirmed that 13 of those fires were caused by defective battery. A lot of electric vehicles got recalled for fire with due to the batteries. That's all you see. Either a maintenance issue or a defective battery. That's the look like the main two reasons why these electric vehicles get called back, along with other things. It's going back to my point earlier. Why do people waste their time buying this stuff at this point? And I'm gonna tell y'all what it is, because I done the story of this. It's them aluminum batteries they're using. They all know better. You know what? Earlier, an article came out about them aluminum batteries. You would think they would have eased off and used them type of batteries. They should have just found another alternative for those electric for a battery for those electric cars at this point. Because keep using them aluminum batteries, what you doing at this point? Anyway, let me go on. LG Energy Solution, the battery maker for the Bolt, replaced the battery within the new battery pack and gave Bolt owners limited warranty of 8 years or 100,000 miles. LG also reimbursed GM for 1.19 billion in cost of fee due to the recall. Last December, GM cut 945 jobs from the assembly plant in Lake Orion due to the company ending its production of the Bolt EV and the EUV. The factor is stated to produce Chevrolet Silverado EV and GMC showing EV on GM's new Ultimate EV platform after a $4 billion investment. But the company has pushed back to launch from 2024 to late 2025. Of course, the GM said it is bringing back the popular Chevrolet Bolt EV, at least the EUV, within the next generation motor to emerge on the Autumn platform in 2025. Bottom line, y'all, with this story, they at this point need to find another alternative for these aluminum batteries, because these aluminum batteries, for all the stuff I read and all the articles I've done, the aluminum battery seems to be a problem. It seems to be a common denominator with the situation. They need to go ahead and accept the fact they need to find a another alternative for those aluminum batteries. Because them aluminum batteries ain't it. Them aluminum batteries is the same thing that caused some of them power banks to be recalled. I know some of y'all remember them power banks they got recalled because for potential fire risks. They need to go ahead and just leave those aluminum batteries alone at this point. Because what you doing at this point? It's almost like at times you just waste your time trying to sit there and work with that aluminum battery, and you got all these cars being recalled back for fire with